Good afternoon. It's my sincerest pleasure to welcome you to the 2015 San Marcos State of the City Address and Chamber Installation and Awards. I'm Tim Williams. I'm the immediate past chair for the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce. And currently I am the manager of retail services at Markstein Beverage Company, your locally owned beer distributor. Let's hear it for the beer. At this time, I'd like to have everybody please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. On behalf of the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce, we are proud to co-host this event today, along with the City of San Marcos and our generous event sponsors, who I'll recognize in a moment. But I'd like everybody right now to just kind of look around the room, take a look to your left, your right, behind you. Look at all the phenomenal people and business folk that are in this room. This is a real testament of today, and I want to say thank you all for coming out here again. I'd first like to start by introducing the elected officials that we have here. And the first gentleman I am going to introduce, I do want to say one other little thing. I really look forward to today's State of the City. I enjoy when this gentleman speaks about the city of San Marcos. I don't live in San Marcos, please, don't hate me. But every time he speaks about it, I feel I need to move here. And you real estate agents, back off. I've already got somebody, so. But here with us today, of course, is our mayor, Jim Desmond. There. Vice Mayor Rebecca Jones is also here. Council Member Chris Orlando. There you are, Chris. Council Member Crystal Jabara. Council Member Sharon Jenkins. And our City Manager, Mr. Jack Griffin. From our neighboring communities and neighboring cities, let's also welcome Carlsbad Mayor Matt Hall. Escondido Mayor Sam Abed. Vista Mayor Judy Ritter. From the San Marcos Unified School District Board of Trustees, we have President Janet McLean. Vice President Jay Petrick. Pam Lindemood. We've got Randy Walton. Stacy Carlson. And Superintendent Dr. Kevin Holt. And I know he's here. From the Palomar College Governing Board, please welcome Nancy Chadwick. From the Vallecito Water District Governing Board, we have President Betty Evans. We have Director Hal Martin. Craig Elletharp. And finally, Don Burgett is here representing Congressman Duncan Hunter. Jocelyn Cuesta is representing Senator Joel Anderson. Marie Joyce representing Assemblymember Marie Waldron. And representing San Diego District Attorney Bonnie Dumanis is Jesse Navarro. Let's give them all another big hand of applause. Thank you for all being here today. I'd also like to recognize our event sponsors, whose contributions have made this event possible. First and foremost, a very sincere thank you to our host venue today and our event sponsor. Please join me in thanking Green Gables Estate. Green Gables has graciously agreed to host for the second year, and it's through their in-kind support that we're able to make this happen today. So another big round of applause for the beautiful venue and the food. I'm going to wear your hands out, folks. Okay, our appreciation goes out also to Aloha Graphics. Thank you, George, who provided our beautiful programs and event signs. Our very generous platinum sponsors are also here, and a sincere thanks to, I'm sure you've heard of this establishment, Cal State San Marcos. We've got Edco, Mr. Ritchie, North City, Tri-City Medical Center, and San Diego Gas and Electric. Our gold sponsors also, we want to thank you. AT&T, California Bank and Trust, Integral Communities, Mark Stein Beverage Company, you're welcome. North County Health Services, National Corps, and Palomar College. Our silver sponsors also today, I'd like to thank them. 92078 Magazine, Cart Mart, Cocina del Charro, home of the Supreme Burrito, The Computer Factory, Consultants Collaborative, Cox Communication, Hitsky Development, Remax United, Newland Communities, San Marcos Highland, and the Vallecillos Water District. They've also supplied the WaterWise centerpieces that are each of your tables, so please, when you go home, take one with you and become WaterWise. And finally, I want to thank our Ruby sponsors, Stephen Berry Company Incorporated, the Boys and Girls Club of San Marcos, yay! Children's Primary Dental, D.R. Horton, the Meridian at Lake San Marcos, and Sharon Jenkins. Thank you, Sharon. Wow, that's a lot of folk there. Woo! Need some water here pretty quick. All right. I'm not going to get to eat today, my word. On behalf of the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce, thank you for your generous support, and let's give our sponsors one last big round of applause and thanks. All right, after lunch is served, Vice Mayor Rebecca Jones was going to kickstart the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce Awards, and until then, enjoy your food. Thank you very much, and let's get on with the show.
Good afternoon. Sorry to bother your meal, but I'd like to welcome everyone today. Good afternoon. I'm Vice Mayor Rebecca Jones, and I noticed a little bit earlier we forgot to mention one elected official, and that's Mayor Jim Wood from the City of Oceanside. It's such a pleasure to be here today to help celebrate the wonderful city of San Marcos and also our businesses in San Marcos. I'd like to invite Mayor Jim Desmond up to the stage with me, as well as council members Chris Orlando, Crystal Jabara, and Sharon Jenkins, so that we can start handing out awards to our fabulous businesses here in San Marcos. It's my honor to introduce to you the Chamber's Ambassador of the Year and the Board Member of the Year. Chamber ambassadors are a team of chamber members who volunteer their time to build a relationship with new members, encourage active member participation, and serve as a source of information about chamber programs, membership, events, and committees. Ambassador of the Year is given to a person who actually spends so much time and effort doing their job that they're hard to miss. So today I am so proud to announce the Ambassador of the Year, and that would be Kathleen Quinn. Please come up, Kathleen. Since becoming an ambassador, Kathleen has been very active in volunteering and helping out where she can. The Chamber has noticed her commitment to fortifying community relationships. This award is well deserved. There you go. Congratulations. Okay, bear with us while we get the kinks out of this. So, Board Member of the Year today is an award that is presented to an individual that has gone above and beyond their original duties. It's my honor to announce the Chamber's Treasurer, Dan Reichel, as this year's recipient. Let's hear a round of applause for Dan as he joins us up front. In San Marcos, we're sort of known for our volunteers because our volunteers do always go above and beyond. It's actually, I think, our best asset. So without further ado, this year's San Marcos Chamber Awards are going to be a little different. We are so lucky to have such great businesses in our community that care about the community, and the caliber of the nominees is so high that we actually couldn't pick just one winner. So each city council member will give a special plaque of appreciation to the nominated businesses that fall into 3 categories: small, medium, and large businesses. And our first person, council member Sharon Jenkins, is going to introduce our first recipients.
I get to do the small businesses, so that's fun. It's an honor to be here today to recognize a special group, our outstanding small businesses that have 1 to 5 employees. It is our small, one-of-a-kind businesses that are the backbone to our entrepreneurial spirit in San Marcos. Nominated by other chamber members, these small business nominees have demonstrated growth by overcoming challenges and exceeding the needs of their customers, all while having a positive impact on the business community. With each representative for the nominated business, please join me at the front of the stage as I call your name. Let's give a warm round of applause to Aloha Graphics. Yeah. Charity Wings. Cocina del Charo. Share San Marcos. And Z Code 92078 Magazine. Next, we'll have Crystal Jabara introduce the medium-sized businesses.
Thank you, everyone. Congratulations to our small businesses. Today, I have the privilege of honoring medium-sized businesses here in San Marcos. This group recognizes thriving businesses with 6 to 50 employees. Did you know that according to the National Center for the Middle Market, I didn't know there was a National Center for the Middle Market, but according to them, mid-sized companies account for more than 1/3 of private sector jobs. And of those private sector jobs, they were the only category, the business category, to increase job share during the economic downturn. So that being said, we know how important they are to our economy. I'd like to say that this group is making a true impact in San Marcos. Larger in size than the small business counterpart, this group is able to weather market challenges, promote innovation, and attract key talent to San Marcos. As I call each name, will the nominees' representatives come on up and join me in a round of applause congratulating our mid-sized business nominees. California Bank and Trust, the Meridian at Lake San Marcos, Grocery Outlet, and Jersey Mike's. Congratulations again to our mid-sized businesses. And with that, I'd like to bring up Councilman Chris Orlando for our large-sized businesses.
All right, Chris. Thank you. It's my honor to recognize the large businesses, which are 50 employers or more. Large businesses are the backbone of our local economy. They add jobs. They provide goods and services to our restaurants, or to our residents, sorry, also to our restaurants. As I thought about this group, I thought that, everyone in this room has a collective challenge, and we should set a goal that this particular category become more competitive next year, that we elevate our small and medium-sized businesses to get here, and then we attract new companies to come. So I think if that is going to happen in San Marcos, it'll be the folks in this room that make it happen. So we're very proud of our large businesses, and we'd like to recognize those today. Mark Stein Beverage, Edco Waste and Recycling Services, North County Health Services, and Residence Inn by Marriott. And now Mayor Desmond will come up and recognize Business of the Year.
Wow, all right. I'm going to do this early. Hello, San Marcos. All right, all right. No, that's not the right page. Okay. You've heard this year's nominees for each category, and the votes are now in. Nominated by the Chamber members and selected by the Chamber's Board of Directors, the San Marcos Your Business of the Year goes to, I have no envelope. Yes. Would someone tell me? Oh, thank you very much. Hey, we have a good time in San Marcos. We get it done, but we have a good time while we do it. The Business of the Year is, where's that drum roll? I heard it earlier. There we go. Mark Stein Beverage. Woo! Okay, so it pays to do the introductions at these events to get the Business of the Year award. So this year I was asked to install the 2015 Chamber Board, but before getting started I wanted to thank our retiring board members. So if our retiring board members from the Chamber of Commerce, could you please stand so we could acknowledge you? Tanya Lenz, are you out there? Tanya? No. I was trying to get everybody to stand. How about Lisa Donath and Demetrius? Are you here? Are you? No, there's Lisa in the back here. Where's Demetrius? He's out watching the stock market close. But I guess he couldn't be here today, but I want to thank some of our retiring board members for all the effort and all the time that you put in, because we really appreciate it. We know your time is the most precious thing you have, and we really appreciate what you've put in. So thank you very much. Now, will the new and the returning board members please join me at the front of the stage when your name is called? We have the new chair, Paul Van Middlesworth. Could you come on up? Tim Williams, come on up. Leela Hankins, come on up. Dwayne Espace from Viasat, come on up. Margie Fuete, sorry. Laura Gropin, Marie Purdy, Dan Reichel, Kimmy Roberts, Stacy Rungaitis, okay, and Matt Simmons. Oh, we got more. James Testa, Pam Wells, Ron Wilson, and Lydia Romero. Would you all please join me up front here? Oh, okay. This other one's on? Okay. I guess I had two mics going there. Sorry for you, those your eardrums. This is a great group of people, and we really appreciate this. Is all volunteers that step up and do this for our Chamber of Commerce. And they're trying to make commerce better and thrive here in the city of San Marcos, and we really appreciate your efforts here. So if you could, raise your right hand and repeat after me. This is a long one. Repeat after me. In the presence of those assembled here today, I do solemnly promise and pledge that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Are they all talking? Okay, all right. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties about which I am to enter. Well, congratulations to our new board members of the Chamber of Commerce and our returning ones. Thank you.
Well, congratulations to our new Chamber Board. It speaks volumes that you're willing to donate your time and your effort when we know how much time there is just not enough in the day. So thank you very much that you support our business community. On behalf of the City Council and the Chamber, I would like to actually bring up Mr. Tim Williams again. I see him over there talking. But we'd like to present to you a special presentation to thank you. A special recognition for your tremendous year and your tremendous leadership for this past year. Anyone who has met Tim knows he brings a level of commitment to both his job and also his position at the Chamber of Commerce. As a board member, Tim really did a great job. Under his leadership, the Chamber actually has been put on a new course. After undergoing a complete restaffing, the Chamber welcomed new CEO Pam Roomer. Pam? Tim also led the charge to redefine board member roles and committee responsibilities and worked with staff. Does this sound right? Yeah? You're doing great. I worked with staff to add more valuable events and programming for the members and the community. Tim is an inspiring leader, a motivator. If you don't listen to him, he'll make you know his presence known because he's so tall. A community ambassador and embodies the San Marcos entrepreneurial way. Congratulations, Tim. Let's have a picture with the City Council.
That's an eagle, like an Anheuser-Busch eagle.
It is.
Not that I'm marketing right now.
It's also a bald eagle, but I don't know what that, I don't know.
You had to
I'm
go
just
there.
saying, just saying.
Touche, touche.
Congratulations, and thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
It's my distinct pleasure to kick off the afternoon's keynote and formally introduce our mayor, Jim Desmond. Jim is serving in his 9th year as a mayor of San Marcos, and Mayor Desmond has been a resident of San Marcos since 1992. He's been married for 31 years to his beautiful wife, Carrie, and they've raised their 2 children here in San Marcos. He's always been an active member in the community, starting back when he was the first PTO president of Twin Oaks Valley Elementary. He then went on to serve as president of the Economic Development Corporation, member of the city's Planning Commission, San Marcos Chamber Board, all while staying active with the Boy Scouts of America and the San Marcos Kiwanis Club. In his role as mayor, he also serves as the chair of the San Marcos Fire Protection District Board of Directors and is an alternate on North County Transit District as well as San Diego Associated Governments. Jim also, when he's not tending to civic business, he answers to Captain Desmond while he flies in his day job flying 757s and 767s for Delta Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mayor Desmond up to the stage.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Rebecca, and we've got a great council to work with. So, San Marcos, you are blessed with 5 people that get along and get the job done. But thank you very much for being here. We're celebrating our thriving community. I want to say thank you to staff, the board, the chamber board members, the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce, all the city staff and Green Gables for putting on such a glorious event here today. Thank you very much for all your efforts. Well, in San Marcos, we've got a lot to be proud of, but just like any other city, we have challenges to face. So 9 months ago, our community resolve was tested by a 3-day raging wildfire that consumed our community, evacuated almost half of our residents, and charred over 800 acres within the city limits. Our San Marcos firefighters, along with regional and our helpful neighboring firefighters and the state fire department, tenaciously fought on the front lines. And our sheriff's deputies conducted neighborhood evacuations. They kept order in the face of a huge crisis and made certain that our evacuated neighborhoods and our residents remained safe. Yes. That was just astounding. Those fires. Anyway, the San Marcos Unified School District, their professionals joined together and helped offer safe shelters. With the fire at their doorstep, Cal State University San Marcos, they kept the student population safe and out of the way. Keeping vital information flowing to our residents, city staff worked round the clock at our Emergency Operations Center, and they provided support to residents and to the front lines. And throughout all the chaos, it was San Marcos community. It was you folks, it was our residents, our businesses, our schools, the nonprofits, they all came together. And people volunteered. And it was touching to see, just stacks of water and stacks of food at where the neighborhoods were boarded off for the emergency responders, and to see it also at the shelters, to see donated food and drinks. And for a lot of people, the shelters just left. There was just the clothes on their backs. So it was the spirit of volunteerism that really paid off in the city of San Marcos, and a thriving community. Even a country for that matter, does not stay passive against challenges. It plans, it trains, and it faces challenges. And most importantly, a thriving community is willing to learn and improve from those challenges faced. So I would like to ask our firefighters, our sheriffs, and our city staff in the audience, if you could please all rise so we can acknowledge you for your great efforts on that wildfire. There's our sheriffs. Thank you so much. That is one to remember. In San Marcos, though, we like to balance our progress with our hometown qualities. That really kind of makes us special, even in this place. It feels nice and warm and homey and special. Last year, the City Council, we committed to 5 guiding principles. Principles of safety, planning, service, economic development, and quality of life. And as Rebecca had mentioned earlier, my other job that actually pays the bills, that one, it's much like flying an airplane. It's the same as guiding a city. It's safety, it's management of resources, and quality of life. Those 3 things. In an airplane, it's making the safest decisions and always taking the safest actions. In a city, it's providing great services for our police and fire services. Airplane resource management, it's position, time, altitude, weather, fuel, aircraft system, winds, constantly managing that. In the city, taxes, roads, parks, grants, personnel, vehicles, and equipment, management of resources, quality of life, city parks, recreation, trail programs, jobs, education, elderly services, and quality of life in the airplane, smooth altitude, cabin pressure, large spacious seats, and lots of legroom. So, sorry, I had to throw that in there, but it's down to those 3 things in order, priority-wise: safety, management of resources, and quality of life. And if you get the first 2 right, the last one usually comes fairly easily. And that's what we try to do in the city of San Marcos. So we have much to celebrate. More again about our fire department. They continue to have excellent response times and saving taxpayer dollars. The Insurance Services Office recently rated San Marcos Fire Department in the top 2% of all fire agencies nationwide. Yes. And our fire department also hosted a regional fire training drill And that drill really paid off when practice turned into action during the Cocos fire. And I want to say thank you to Captain Yibarando of our Sheriff's Department for providing a drop in crime rates in San Marcos. San Marcos continues to be one of the safest cities in San Diego County. So Captain in the Sheriff's Department. That was an interesting article in the UT the other day concerning crime rates along the 78 corridor, and I'm pleased to be joined here with the mayors of Oceanside, Carlsbad, Vista, Escondido, and San Marcos. Along the 78 corridor, the crime rates were going down, and through the collaborative effort that we've had recently with the mayors, we meet a couple times a month for the last few years, we've also engaged and tried to have collaborative efforts with our other departments, with our city managers and our planning departments, economic development departments, and our police departments. And crime rate along the 78 corridor has gone down primarily due to the collaborative efforts of all the policing departments across the 78 corridor. So we keep it up, San Marcos, or keep it up in the region. We've done a great job. Thank you. Yeah, to our sheriffs. Our sheriff's has a community-oriented policing department, COP, community-oriented policing, the cops out on the street. And what they try to do is engage with the citizens, engage with people in neighborhoods. And they've started up a RESPECT mentorship program aimed at helping our most at-risk teens and helping them get on track towards a brighter future. By working with the community instead of against the community, our sheriff's department have much more effective and doing a great job for us. To enhance our parks, how many parks do we have in San Marcos? Anyone? 36. We have 36 parks in the city of San Marcos. So we hired 2 additional part-time park rangers and 36 for our 36 parks and 63 miles of trails. We celebrated the opening of Connors Park. Today, if you've driven down San Marcos Boulevard, you see that park, it's full of people all the time. It's a great spot. It really has helped out that neighborhood and that community, and a great boost for the Richmar neighborhood, which also hosts and is part of our Boys and Girls Club is there as well. Boys and Girls Club auction is on May 2nd, coming up soon. Yes. So where's our Boys and Girls Club table? Where are you guys sitting? Right over here. Yeah, all right, Boys and Girls Club. All right. But we are a community for all ages. And this year, we say goodbye to Georgianne Grody, who's been running our senior center for the past 13 years. She's making sure our senior residents have resources and programs to help support independence and encourage community involvement. Is Georgianne here today? She's working? Oh, Georgianne, over here in the corner. All right. Thank you, Georgianne, for your many years of service. There are 2 new landmarks on San Marcos Boulevard, in addition to the Connors Park. The two new housing developments, Park View Apartments and Westlake Village. All right, Ginger back there. And soon with the state park grants, we're going to have a Richmar neighborhood transformation is going to continue over there with a new park slated to take shape right to and right behind and right to the adjacent to the post office. Big open field around the post office there. That's going to be a park. Hopefully it's going to come up someday. So I was kind of thinking, we got a post office and a park. So I guess you could parcel there and play. You can recreate and send first rate. You can also have your dog wag its tail, and you can send mail. So hey, I got a million of them. But this park actually has your city council's stamp of approval. All right, enough of that. All right, no groaning, no groaning. You get a new park and you groan. Okay. All right. On the business front, though, set to open up very soon this summer. I know you've been waiting for a couple of these, one of which is a DMV on Rancheros Road. New DMV, I guess we stole that from Escondido. Sorry, Sam. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. I think they gave it to us. The DMV on Rancheros Road and Hobby Lobby and Winco Foods. I know I announced those. They were coming here, and it's going to happen this summer. That building's still taking shape, so Hobby Lobby and Winco Foods. All 3 of those entities are going to be paying rent into the city's general fund. So that helps offset your tax dollars so we can help keep your tax dollars low in the city of San Marcos. Our city managers from Rick Giddings and Paul Malone onto Jack Griffin, we've all embraced that entrepreneurial spirit. And when entities come to San Marcos, they help the taxpayers and they help keep things low. And we love to do that and help other people pay for our things. So, yes. So in the San Marcos Creek District, everybody always asks about the creek. We got 2 housing projects, Promenade and Creekside and Eastgate are going to be opening up. They're expected to break ground this summer. The city is also starting infrastructure improvements with over $47 million in the creek area over the next 5 years. Of that $47 million, $26 million is from federal grants. And as we speak, soil testing, I like to call that groundbreaking, but soil testing is taking place so the crews can begin work on the 2 bridges in the creek over Bent Avenue and Via Veracruz. Those are, yes, hallelujah. Speaking of Via Veracruz, we have Vera Eubanks and her family here with the restaurant as well. For the restaurant row, folks. Yes, Vera. Vera and Jim Eubanks started that restaurant, I don't know what year, but it was a long time ago before most of us were probably here. But they're making some great changes and bringing some new restaurants into Restaurant Row as well, so making that experience even better. And I hear they're even going to have some entertainment venues being brought in as well. So we're looking forward to that. Now, my favorite subject, the historic Pink House. This keeps propping up. I don't know why staff keeps putting this in the speech. But anyway, we moved it further west on Discovery Street, if you're familiar with this Pink House. So it looks like hell. But anyway, it's it's on the corner of, yeah, I know, that'll be somewhere. But on the corner of Discovery and Via Veracruz. So when the new bridge goes in, that intersection is going to get redone. And yes, another stoplight in the city of San Marcos. It's already there. But anyway, we had to move that house west to get it out of the way so we can keep moving with some of those improvements. I think it would be best if we could keep that house moving west. Through Vista, through Carlsbad, and have it become an underwater diving reef in the Pacific Ocean. But this thing just won't go away. So we'll more next year on that Pink House. We also look forward to North City. North City is the area over by Cal State University that's being developed. You see a lot of dirt moving around over there. That's where we celebrated the completion of the Quad, the project merging privately built student housing along with retail and restaurants. And also in the North City area right now, you see there's a 500-space parking structure that's currently under construction. You can see that from Carmel Street. So there's a lot happening in that North City area. Now, across from Palomar College, this was a controversy for a long time. It's finally getting up out of the ground, and people are living there at Palomar Station. It's right next to a Sprinter station, freeway access, and bus transit center. It's a great place. It's coming up out of there, and I hear there's already people living in there. Any renters in there yet? I don't know. Maybe soon. All right. Very nice. But just next to Palomar Station, another transit-oriented project is in the works. Davia Village. It's on the old Signet Armorlight space. And that's going to continue to transform an old industrial park into a thriving, livable, and walkable community. And in support of that vision, Armorlight Drive. Armorlight Drive makeover is going to start this summer as well. So it's funded by a Sandag grant, which is other people's money, followed by developer contributions, which is arm-twisting money, and then funded by city capitals funds, which are your money. This improvement to Armorlight Drive, it's going to create a pedestrian-friendly, bicycle-friendly, motorist and transit rider-friendly. It's going to be a whole new redo of the Armorlight Drive. It's going to be phenomenal. It's really going to help that area over there. And like I said, next to all that transit, the Sprinter and the bus and everything and the freeway, it's a great spot, and that's going to be starting this summer as well. So, fiscal responsibility. I love that word. Both of them. Love fiscal responsibility. Your city council, we're actually planning for the future. And we're very proud, we're all very proud to demand and adopt a balanced budget in the city of San Marcos year after year. Yes. Did you hear that, Jack? Okay. And we also stand firm on retaining very, very strong reserves in the city of San Marcos. And that's what allows us, by having a balanced budget and strong reserves, allows us to go out and do some of the things we do here. And we're able to get things done in the city because we've got strong credit ratings, strong resume as far as getting things done here, and it's definitely paid off. But we also, as the economy recovers, the city finances remain steady. And we're benefiting from a little bit of increases in sales and property taxes. Now, don't go spend that money. We already have. But as San Marcos continues to recover from the recession in the past, we're transitioning from a rapid growth city to more of a maintenance mode city. And we're paying much more closer attention to the condition of our infrastructure and deciding how to pragmatically plan so that we can keep that infrastructure, the long-term maintenance of that infrastructure in place so the future generations can enjoy it as well. And in 2013, the council directed the city manager's office and his staff to look at the long-term infrastructure challenges, and not just the streets and roads, but also the parks and also the buildings and the fire departments and street lights, everything. We looked at what's it going to take to try to keep up our infrastructure so future generations can enjoy them. And your council, we decided in this year's budget to set aside some of those dollars, $1.2 million we're going to set aside this year. And I have to give credit to city staff for coming up with the dollars for this, because some of those are new dollars, some of those new tax dollars and property taxes that we mentioned coming in to help fund the future infrastructure. But the other half is through efficiencies at City Hall, making things or doing things better, faster, and cheaper at City Hall, thereby saving you taxpayer dollars. So it's not all coming out of you, it's also coming through efficiencies at our staff at City Hall. I want to congratulate them for stepping up to do that as well. While we're still not 100% funded, this year's budget's our first effort towards steps to making sure future councils, residents, the sheriffs, the firefighters, future generations of San Marconians, they have the resources in hand to keep the infrastructure at the levels of service that they are today. So we got a plan for that. And in October, the city refinanced bonds. This last October, I think are these the Mello-Roos bonds? Yes, okay. Refinance bonds for the Santa Fe Hills community. Is that right? Santa Leo. Oh, okay. Santa Leo. Santa Leo, folks. We refinanced some bonds for 1,700 property owners. And that refinancing came to a tax reduction in their property taxes by going out and refinance. We could have just let them go. But city staff came forward and said, hey, we should refinance these things. So listen, it's like politician, tax reduction coming out of our lips. So, and it's not just longer-term debt. We didn't just spread it out more over time. We lowered those taxes for folks. So we're always on the lookout for that. And based on joint board meetings and our partnerships with Vallecita's Water District, we're doing our part also to try to set a good example for conserving water. Did you notice the water came a little bit late today to some tables? We've turned off the city water fountains and the splash pads, and we've replaced old fixtures and changed irrigation schedules and tried to reduce water. We're transitioning from spray irrigation to more drip irrigation and drought-tolerant landscaping. And then to go the extra mile, I'll tell you in a minute how long it takes to go a mile. To go the extra mile, the grass in front of the city civic center was going to be replaced this year with lower water use grasses out front. So to go that extra mile took me about 5 years to try to, because the grass is beautiful out in front of there, but I'd rather set a better example and put some more drought-tolerant plants out there and grasses, and that's going to happen. We got a grant. Actually, I think it was the city of Encinitas. They had the grant. They didn't use it. We took it up, and we're going to use those dollars to make things a little more drought tolerant in San Marcos. And now in the digital age, they've got one applause. Must have been the Water District. Okay. In the digital age, how many of you are out there right now texting? I can see you under the table doing this, out there texting. Okay. So we're updating the city's website. Try to make it a little more user-friendly, giving residents the opportunity to report a concern on the website within 24 hours, 24 hours a day. So if you see a pothole, you see a street light out, you see a graffiti, we want to know about it. Report it on the city's website. Let us know so we can take action on that right away. And our economic growth strategy includes working with our neighboring cities. Again, mayors here from Carlsbad, Escondido, Oceanside, and Vista. It's becoming a thriving regional area trying to attract more businesses. We're in the implementation phase of a branding campaign that unites the 78 corridor as a region to compete for businesses, talent, and capital while highlighting each of our combined strengths. And it's our businesses and our education hub here in San Marcos. But it's mostly partnerships and relationships that really make us thrive and make San Marcos work. Our partnership with VWD, Vallecita's Water District, where we have had joint board meetings, and we definitely discussed concerns over the drought. And they're also a sponsor today. Where's our VWD table? Oh, well, we're here. We're spread all around. Okay, yay, VWD. All right. We also have partnerships with our Boys and Girls Club, with North County Health Services, the Chamber of Commerce, with Palomar and Tri-City Hospitals, also with SDG&E. SDG&E donated the Christmas lights for our Charlie Brown Christmas tree out in front of the Civic Center this year, and they've always been very helpful. We have partnerships with our fantastic schools. San Marcos Unified, I'm very proud of the schools here in San Marcos. San Marcos Unified School District, to Palomar College, to Cal State San Marcos. We have St. Augustine, High Tech High, many other charter schools that really have made our city the proud educational hub of North County. Cal State San Marcos is celebrating their 25th year, and Palomar College's 69th year. Now, at Palomar College, we've had at the helm a President Bob Deacon. Where's Bob Deacon? Come on up here, Bob. Where are you? I don't have a plaque or anything for you, but come on up.
Saving money all the time.
Save the money, saving money all, yeah. We save money by not buying Bob a plaque. But he's going to be retiring this June. In June, he's been at the helm at Palomar College for 10 years, and he's made phenomenal changes over there. If you've seen the new buildings over there, he's told me in the last 10 years, over a dozen new buildings, and they still got more to build over there. So I wanted to say thank you and acknowledge President Deacon for all of his time and service at Palomar College. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes. All right. Oh. Okay, the opening of San Marcos High School. It's just a celebration of this community's dedication to excellence in education. I had the pleasure of being a panelist on the San Marcos PACE Promise town hall meeting, and the focus there was providing even greater, higher educational opportunities to our San Marcos students. San Marcos schools received high marks on a statewide report card. I guess still got report cards? They're all online now, aren't they? Anyway, I buried mine. But anyway, the San Marcos Unified School District ranks 7th out of 149 California school districts, 7th out of the state. So I want to acknowledge our okay, how about everybody that's got anything to do with education? You're on the board, you're a teacher, you're Palomar College, Cal State, any of our educational institutions, please rise. Please rise so we can acknowledge anything with education. On behalf of the city, you make us all look great. Thank you. San Marcos demographics are pretty much mirrors the overall state's demographics, which provides which proves that quality education can be delivered to everyone, providing opportunities for everyone, and enables our community to thrive. I think as Harriet Beecher Stowe once said, education is a difference between the haves and the have-nots. Knowledge is power. San Marcos delivers knowledge, and San Marcos is better for it. So thank you so much to all our folks within the educational institutions. So once again, I want to emphasize our partnerships with our businesses, the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce, to CEO Pam Rumber. Where's Pam? Pam's right here, front center. There's Pam Rummers, our CEO. And our beloved former Vice Mayor Hal Martin is a development director for our Chamber of Commerce. There's Hal in the back. There he is. I also noticed in the room we have Pia Harris-Ebert in the room and Doc Burton from former city councils as well. There they are. The rest of us are riding on the foundation you set. Thank you. For the first time, we joined the State of the City with a Chamber of Commerce board installation to recognize the business community and to celebrate the city's work and the Chamber's dedication to seeing our business community thrive. Each of you plays a vital role in the progress it's taking here in San Marcos, and I want to thank you all for your dedication to our community. So just as we celebrate new life on the fire-scarred hills of San Marcos, we celebrate our fiscally responsible, sound infrastructure, business-friendly, educated populace, all with a very bright future, San Marcos. Thank you.